Hi everybody, I'm here with Alisha from Cosmetic Injectx. She's the person who does my injections for my lips and for my Botox. Would you say you're a nurse injector?
Yes.
Perfect, okay. I wanted to ask Alisha a couple of questions because she's a young entrepreneur, she's been doing nursing for how long?
I've been a nurse for 3 years and I've been doing cosmetic injectables for just over a year.
Okay, so she's been doing it for quite some time. I mean, a year is a good amount of time and she has a very steady clientele. I wanted to ask a couple of questions so that she can really put herself out there and you guys can know who to go to in the area. I wanted to ask, first of all, how do I contact you? Is it best to contact you on Instagram? Do you have a Facebook page?
So the best way to contact me is definitely through Instagram. It's where I post most of my photos, so it's good to take a look and see what you want. Another way to contact me is through phone, so you can always text or call. My number is posted on my Instagram page, but it's 705-930-7546. So you can call or text. I find that people often text.
Perfect. I'm going to be posting that down below as well too, and I'll have all of Alisha's social media links below so that you guys can go and follow her. She does beautiful transformation photos for the lips. I love your Instagram. The aesthetic of it and everything is very pleasing to the eye. Whereabouts where would you say you service? Because I know I've been to Alisha's location in Kingston, which is Studio Pineo.
Yeah.
And we want to thank the owner, Emma, for letting us film here. She's an excellent person. They do microblading, they do teeth whitening. I'll also put their links down below for that. And I also went to Alisha's place in Peterborough, which is Beautique?
Yep, Beautique Canada.
Beautique Canada.
Yep.
So where would you say that you service? What kind of area?
So I like to service the Peterborough and GT area just because that is my hometown, but Emma is one of my good friends for a long time, so I've been coming up to Kingston to service this area as well. So I'm in Peterborough, Lindsay, Lakefield, Oshawa, and of course Kingston, and Peterborough.
And I wanted to ask Alisha what kind of services she does. As I've said, I've gotten my lips done and I've got my Botox done. What else do you do?
So like she said, we do carry the Botox and filler. So different areas that we can treat with Botox would be like your forehead region. Sometimes we like to do depressors, or if you have a gummy smile, we can do your levitators. Other areas are masseters to slim the face. We even do Botox in the armpits, hands, and feet to help with hyperhidrosis, so that's excessive sweating. It's very popular, especially with the males and the whole wedding season coming up.
Oh yeah.
When we're doing filler is miraculous. You can do it all over. So we're either enhancing an area or bringing back lost volume. So common areas to do are cheeks, we like to do jawline, lips, smile folds, tear troughs, and believe it or not, you can even put filler in the back of the hands to reduce that aging appearance as well.
We were talking about that earlier. I will be getting that for sure. So explain how you get it in the masseters?
Yeah.
Because that sounds really fascinating and I want to get that.
Absolutely. So if you bite down, you'll actually feel a bit of a bulge, so that is your masseter muscle. It increases if we're grinding at night or we're someone that clenches a lot. We can actually start to get a square face or a bit of a wide appearance down below. So we just inject into the masseter and it will give you more of that slim, that pear shape. It kind of helps that definition. Kind of makes the cheeks pop a little bit since it's so slimmy down below. So it's a nice treatment. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is the thing I really enjoy about speaking to Alisha is she has an intense amount of passion for the work that she does. She wants people to look their best, she wants people to feel their best, and she's incredibly knowledgeable. So one thing that drew me to her was when I was messaging her and everything, she does a lot of up training. Now speak about that for a sec, because I know that you do, you're part of, what group are you part of?
I'm part of the CSANS, which is the Canadian Nursing Aesthetic Association. So what that does is that allows me to take specialty courses. So being an advanced nurse injector, I can take cadaver courses or ongoing training, opposed to just the one course that we take at the beginning isn't really enough. So you need to be continuing your education and constantly be going to different things. So we do all sorts of things. So we're training on cadavers, or we're watching more experienced nurses do certain areas or learning different techniques. Sometimes we're also learning what not to do. So those courses are always pretty interesting
That's
as
awesome.
well. Yeah.
I didn't know the cadaver, we were talking about this earlier as well. I didn't understand the cadaver, but she literally goes and she injects on people who have died and who have donated their bodies to, would you say, science?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. So they become donors. We confidentially do get the body parts. It's often heads and hands because that's where we put filler. And we're able to actually inject on the deceased and see where our injections go. And really peel back the skin and see the actual anatomy, because everyone is so different. As much as our anatomy is all the same, it's really not. We're all in different spots. So it's really interesting to see from person to person how different it can be and how complex it can be. And without peeling that skin away, I mean, you never really see what's under there. So it's quite interesting.
That is so cool. I can't get over that. And I wish that they would be able to have a camera in there, but of course for confidentiality reasons. But that just sounds so cool to me, like peeling back the skin and seeing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely an interesting experience, because usually we're just looking on the outside. So it's definitely cool to be able to peel back and see where exactly the filler is going and how risky it can be, right? Like, you really have to be an experienced injector and be attending these courses to be able to keep up with par, or else you kind of fall behind.
Well, that's why I like going to you as well, is because you are so passionate in increasing your knowledge and you're so interested in attaining more. You know what I mean? You want to better yourself, and you're ever growing.
Right.
You know, so that's one of the main reasons that I like going to you so much. And you're so personable.
We're besties.
Yeah, besties. Now, what products do you use? Like, do you use a specific line, or because I'm not so sure about products. What about that?
So we do have a few different products on the market. I like to stay with the more premium products, so my products are a little bit more expensive, but you're getting a longer life out of them. So opposed to something that's going to last 3 or 4 months, my products are lasting anywhere from 8 months to 3 years, depending on the area.
Wow.
I carry Teosyal, which is a Clarion product, and the RHA line, which is the newest product to the market. It has stretch and strength in it, so we're very, very happy to be carrying it. The Teosyal line also has Redensity 2, which is the only Canada health-proof product to go under your eyes. So that's huge. All the other products, people will put them under your eyes. You can get a lot of adverse effects from the water draw toward it. The Redensity 2 is the one and only that should be under the eyes. So it's the only thing I use for under the eyes. And I will mention Galderma because I do carry their products as well. I use their Dysport as my toxin. And all their fillers as well are absolutely amazing. They have a huge line, some great lifts, great lip products, great jawline products. They're both my two favorite.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned toxin. Now, I say Botox because that's kind of what I've grown up hearing. But I remember we talked maybe 2 injections ago. What's the difference between toxin and Botox? Because toxin doesn't sound good.
Yeah, so a lot of people do get afraid when they hear the word toxin. They shouldn't. It's the trade name. So we're actually using botulinum toxin is the active ingredient in both Botox and Dysport. When we're talking Botox, we're talking a trade name. So if you're asking somebody for a Kleenex, really you're asking for a facial tissue. Kleenex is just a brand. So it's the same thing with Botox. We're asking for that softening of the muscle, which happens from the botulinum toxin, not necessarily the trade name Botox. So there are several different toxins on the market. I carry Dysport and Botox. I find that Dysport works faster, lasts longer, and I'm able to offer it at a cheaper price. So it tends to be what I use. It's what I use on myself. It's what we've used on you and gotten amazing results.
I love it.
Yeah, so we never scared when we heard the word toxin. It's just short form for botulinum, which is the actual active ingredient in the Botox or Dysport.
Awesome. So I know that some of you guys may not have like the exact questions that I'm asking, but the reason I'm asking these questions is because I want you to really get an understanding of the depth of Alisha's knowledge. I want you guys to be able to reach out to her and like she can put them in layman's terms because you know what I mean, I'm not really a scientist, but I really want to drive home that she's one of the most intelligent nurse injectors I've ever been to. So that's why I wanted to kind of ask those questions, and I hope that makes sense. Alisha, I would love to know why you actually got into this industry, because that's something I've never asked you.
Okay. The reason I think why I got into cosmetics is my absolute love for anatomy. When I was taking nursing, it was my strongest course. I fell in love with it, and I wasn't sure what I could do to specialize with anatomy. I also have a love for cosmetic beauty. I just always have growing up. I always loved glitter and pink, so it was really nice to find a niche that I could kind of mesh the two of them. I'm learning tons about anatomy, but also doing a beauty side of it. And just bringing people ultimate confidence is just awesome. Love it.
Yeah, it's the most powerful thing. That's what I found being a makeup and hairstylist, making people feel better about themselves.
For sure.
So that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. And I'm also curious as well too, what I know we mentioned that you have only been injecting for a year. So what makes people, why should people go to you? What makes you different than, you know, the person down the road?
For sure. I think the reason why I kind of rise above other injectors is my ongoing education. Constantly learning, and my passion behind it really settles me above. I have only been injecting for a year, but I am full-time. I inject probably 50 clients a week. So I'm very, very busy, very, very experienced in all areas. Not to mention my amazing support system. All my lovely clients know Cheryl. She is my nurse practitioner. She's behind the scenes at Cosmetic Injectx. She kind of oversees everything. She's absolutely amazing. I think the two of us are a dream team, and we got set apart from everyone, just us being us.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It was really, she's the one I met when I, you do the FaceTime, and she talks to you, and she kind of gets a feel for your face. Okay, and I also wanted to include, because I think me and Alisha are going to do a follow-up video at a later time. We're going to do a video showing my lip injections. We're going to do a video as well showing, I think, my Botox as well. I have a couple places I want to get done. I do want to get my under eyes done as well as my cheeks. So, you know, I'll be seeing her a lot soon. But I think we'll do a follow-up video. I'm going to include some before and after photos of myself right now, just of my lips probably. I'm not sure if you... I can include one of my forehead as well too, because we have some of the fine lines it created. But I'm really thankful for Alisha of Cosmetic Injectx for coming on here on my YouTube channel. We also want to once again thank Studio Pineo for this gorgeous set. And thank you so much, Emma, for letting us film here. This is in Kingston, Ontario, you guys. Definitely make sure that you are checking out Alisha's Instagram. I'll post it down below once again, and we will see you in the next one, eh?
Awesome. So great to see all of you and meet you. Hopefully I see you in the spa.
Yeah, definitely. Bye, guys.